channel has come to stay, and I believe by God's grace, lives will be blessed because of this channel. Lives will be transformed. Hello everyone. It's so good to be here again. This is the World Fashion and Style. Somebody make some noise. Alright, you're welcome. If today is your first time of joining us, you're very welcome. Please quickly subscribe, share, like, and of course leave a comment at the comment section. I want this to be a very interactive section whereby if you have any question related to this video, you can quickly drop it and I'll be there to answer your question. You're so welcome. It's good to be here. All right, my name is Ruth. Wow. Today I'll be talking about having multiple skills. Yes, having multiple skills. Okay, so I know some of you might have listened to my last video when I talked about dissipating my strengths before acquiring a skill, and I openly shared, that some of the things you do on a daily basis just to get by cannot be counted as skill, which of course I used my life journey to talk about that. There were a lot of things I did which were of course not skill. Okay, I was just getting by, making little money from there to support my main skill, which was fashion designing. So today I'll be talking about how some of these things I did on a daily basis just to survive, how did they become a skill? Wow. So remember from my last video, before I got into school, I was doing some of these things and learning my skill. Now fast forward to when I got into school, I was still looking at some of these things that I did then, and they became relevant at some point. Now let's go to the first one, teaching. Remember, teaching was what my sister taught me to help me make little money to sponsor my fashion designing. Now, as of that time, I've started teaching and I've gotten clients. So when I got into school, I continued teaching. Now, because I've come into a community whereby students don't have money and some of them are looking for ways to survive, I saw it as an opportunity to let them in, to show them that yes, there's something you can do to sponsor yourself through school. So what did I do? I saw it as an opportunity to introduce teaching to them. Some of them do come to me to ask me whether I have anything that they can do. And of course, they have seen maybe that there's something I can introduce them to, and seeing myself that I was working too. So they had to come close. Some of them, came close to know if there's something I can introduce them to so that they can, still support themselves through school. And that was when I said, okay, fine. I think it's wonderful if I tell them about teaching while studying, teaching kids at your convenient time that won't clash with your academics. So that was when they thought for me to, train some people who will be interested to start teaching kids. So that period, I remember I quickly, produced an advert inviting students who will be interested in learning the tactics of teaching children. To my greatest surprise, students actually signed up to become part of it. I was like, oh wow. So I trained them, and of course I earned money too from it. I was really happy, because for me to see students who would want to support themselves, without having to engage in any immoral thing or having to do any bad thing just to get by. So I did it with joy in my heart. So at this point, I noticed something, that this is actually need driven. This was meeting the needs of students, and these students, they are just looking for something to help them go by, go through school. That was when I saw the need for these two to become a skill, because one, it was taking attention. I was already giving it my attention. Two, I saw it was already meeting needs and it was producing results. So at the end of the day, incorporated into agency, whereby anyone who wants a teacher, a home lesson teacher that would come to tutor his or her child, I can quickly send someone from these people that were trained. So it became a skill on its own. And of course, till today, we have D-Watch Coaching Agency, whereby children who are having difficulty with studying and learning, reading or writing, their needs can be met. You can get a tutor. That was how D-Watch Coaching Agency for kids came about, from need, from people who have the desire to go through something, who had that desire I once had to survive. We all came together and this need was met and a community and agency was formed. Now, let's go back to ushering. Remember, I equally told you that ushering was something I did to go, buy through life, to just survive and sponsor myself too. I saw myself telling students that this is something you can do too. You can, go for ushering jobs, get tips to buy your handouts. We came together again. We started looking out for events where we can usher, where where people can serve, birthdays, burials, weddings. This was how D-Word ushering was better. I saw that it's also something that students can equally do to sponsor themselves through school, as I did then when I was using it to sponsor myself in my fashion designing. So, people, as we speak, we have D-Word Coaching for Kids, where you can get teachers for your children for home lesson if you need it. We have D-Word Ushers, where you can get ushers, helping hands who will support you through your events and assist you in making sure that your events move just fine. And of course, we have D-Word Fashion and Style, where you can be tutored on how to make simple wares, how to make simple gowns, clothings for yourself and of course for your family, and then you can equally use it as a business. Make clothes for your community, your friends, and make money from it. So yes, you can have multiple skills and give each of them the attention that they need. You can have multiple skills and yet see each and every one of them grow. You can have multiple skills and each of them will be meeting needs. Each of them will be yielding results. So for someone who thinks, oh, are you sure I can be able to manage my multiple skills? Yes, you can be able to manage your multiple skills, because this lady right here has history of managing multiple skills that by God's grace has yielded tremendous fruits and is still yielding fruits. So by your help and your support too, I believe that as you're sharing this, these people, these needs, these lives that have been blessed because of this, we equally become more blessed. We equally reach out to others who are still looking for something that they can do, something they can survive by, something that can support them and assist them through life. Of course, we know life is hard. We know life can be difficult, and we all need each other. We all need this wisdom, this knowledge, this opportunity to be able to go through life and still be the best in every area of our life, in our career, in our businesses. So, my dear people, my lovely D-Word lovers, thank you so much. I believe that this video touched and inspired someone or motivated someone to be the best in every area that you see yourself. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. I will see you again in my next video. Bye-bye.